Just one more hand. 4 words, simple, harmless, and responsible for more Baccarat losses than most players will ever admit, because almost nobody plans to stay too long. Yet somehow, they always do. Every Baccarat player has said it. Maybe after a loss, maybe after a win. Just one more hand. It sounds reasonable, controlled, even disciplined. But what if I told you those 4 words are usually a warning sign? Not of what is happening at the table, but of what is happening inside your head. Because one more hand is rarely about the next hand. It's about something much deeper. Imagine this. You're up, not a life-changing amount, but enough to feel good. You look at your chips. You think about leaving. Then a thought appears. One more hand. Why not? You've been playing well. The session feels good, so you stay. You lose. Now leaving feels different because the session no longer feels complete. So you say it again. One more hand. This time you'll get it back. You lose again. And suddenly, you're no longer playing for profit. You're playing for closure. This is where most players get trapped because one more hand feels like a decision. But it isn't. It's a feeling disguised as a decision. And that feeling comes from something psychologists call completion bias. Your brain hates unfinished stories. It wants an ending that makes sense. If you're winning, you want to leave on a high. If you're losing, you want to recover. Either way, the session feels incomplete. So you stay. And this is why Baccarat is so effective at keeping players seated. There's always a reason to continue. Up money, one more hand. Down money, one more hand. Hot streak, one more hand. Cold streak, one more hand. Notice the pattern? The reason changes. The behavior doesn't. And that's the real danger, because eventually you're not responding to the cards. You're responding to discomfort, and discomfort is expensive. Here's the part most players never realize. The hand that hurts you most is often not the big loss. It's the hand you never planned to play, the extra hand. The unnecessary hand. The hand that exists because you couldn't accept stopping. Think about that. Nobody sits down saying, I'm going to stay longer than I should. It happens gradually. One decision, then another, until the session is controlling you instead of the other way around. And it all starts with 4 words. One more hand. The next time you hear yourself say, just one more hand, pause. Because that moment has very little to do with Baccarat and everything to do with psychology. Remember this, the hardest skill in Baccarat isn't picking a side. It's knowing when the session is over. If this hit home, comment, session over. And watch the next video on why the most dangerous win in Baccarat doesn't look dangerous at all. Because most players don't lose when they sit down. They lose when they refuse to stand up.